Brooklyn, what's good? World, what's good? New York, what's good? How's everybody doing?
Good, what's good?
I feel like it's been a while since the three of us were together. Were the three of us together last week? No, Jason came at the end.
We weren't even together at all last week because I guess.
Oh, because we didn't do it last week. It was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Jason came at the end, at the tail end of it.
Right.
That was the night of the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So it's good to be in the room with everybody again. I hope everybody that's listening is in a good space mentally and physically. This election cycle is ramping up. I don't think we should do one next week.
No, we definitely should not. I thought about that earlier.
Yeah, we should allow the focus to be on what it needs to be on.
It's Tuesday, right?
It's Tuesday, yeah. If you have not voted already, when you vote, when you get your ballot, please turn your ballot over and vote yes for Prop 1. So ballot proposal 1 is to enshrine reproductive rights in New York State. And so we know that there's a certain set of politicians that are looking to tell women what to do with their bodies. And we don't want that shit. So in order to enshrine reproductive rights in New York State, you need to check yes for ballot proposal 1. Yeah, so we're going to get started. Jason, how you feeling?
I feel great, Marlon.
You good?
Yeah.
Good.
No, I'm not running. No.
I spread
Yeah.
false truth.
I'm not crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's Marathon Sunday.
It's Marathon
You run?
Sunday. Nah, I can't run because of my finger, man. The doctor pulled me out the game, man. I'll be out there, though, with my 3 medals. I'll be out there
Check
showing
in
love
if
to
any
people.
of our runners are
Yeah,
watching
Lafayette
today,
and Grand.
Let us know so that we can follow you.
Right. If you running, let us know because we're gonna be on Lafayette and Grand. We're gonna be off the rum punch and things, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves like we do. Look, I love being on that side. Like I love to run,
Yes.
but I love
The other side.
being a spectator
fun.
and showing love to the runners. Kai, you good?
I'm good. I went to homecoming a couple of weekends
Yeah,
ago.
that's right.
That was lit. HU.
Oh, wow. Hampton?
Just say
Yeah,
you know.
right, Hampton.
Wow.
No,
Oh
right.
my God.
I'll never say you know.
My
Howard.
family's from
Howard
Virginia.
is
Howard,
Oh,
not
Howard.
Hampton.
The other
Yes.
Oh, Howard, you.
The
Okay.
real Howard University.
Okay.
Yes.
Jay
I
said
don't
the
even
other
understand
HU.
Why Hampton is an institute. Like I don't
Oh, okay.
understand the whole.
Yo, I want to
real
give a
HU
shout out.
thing.
I want to give a shout out to Amina because
Oh,
Amina.
look, I got somebody. The last poet. Thank you, Howard. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's Bryna. The last part
Yeah,
40 is Bryna.
Howard.
Yo, so Amina posted on her page, like acting like she was a Howard student, like she had on a Howard, and like I was just scrolling, and she was like something like cosplaying a Howard student or something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
she's
and I was like, that's Amina.
Yeah,
So
she
shout
was
to
out there.
Amina. They had fun.
They had a great time, and I mean that's what I feel like. It was real special to me because I got to experience this with my kids.
Right.
You know,
right.
experience homecoming.
Right.
You know, of course, it was okay. Y'all go over
Y'all
there.
go y'all way. I go. We meet back.
Y'all go into the parties with me. You know,
Right.
on the yard, they was all over the place, but
Right.
it was fun. It was nice to share those moments with them.
That's good. That's amazing. All right, so we're going to get started. So, here at Hip Hop Closet, we do a good job of representing the culture in its entirety, right? And so, obviously, because the three of us have been rooted in hip hop since childhood, when we talk about hip hop as a culture, we speak about it in all of its genres, in all of its eras. So, the gold fronts and the grills have been paramount to the culture since the 80s.
The 80s.
Right?
Beginning of
I
the
remember
80s.
kids getting their fronts stolen, kids coming to school with gold fronts. I think Dan had gold fronts in high school, right?
Yes.
Dan had fronts in high school. I wasn't able to do that shit. My father was a cop. He wasn't having that shit.
Right.
But so many people don't know the origin of gold fronts. So when I hit Kai, Kai, not only does she do production work for us, but she's our main talent booker. And so when she told me who I was interviewing, I was excited, bro, because I want to hear this story about the origin of gold fronts in hip hop vernacular, in hip hop culture. And so I'm sure you guys want to hear it. This is about to be an amazing, amazing pod. I want to introduce to some and present to others my brother Eddie Gold, famous Eddie Playing.
Yes, sir.
You see, I'm still working. I'm still working through it, man. I'm still working through therapy.
Thank you, man.
Okay, so let's get started. Tell me where you from.
Originally from born in Paramaribo, Suriname.
Mm-hmm. Born
in
Suriname.
the greatest year of the century.
What's the greatest year?
1958. That's the year of Pele in Brazil.
That's the year that they won the World Cup?
That's the year they won the first World Cup.
Oh,
he was
wow.
17
So that's
years
now
old.
I understand what you said. He was the third
17
coming.
years old. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Suriname.
Born 2 months before that event.
Right. 2 months before the World Cup final.
So I'm like, yo, I thought I was hearing some stuff. I'm hearing them say, yeah, Pele, Brazil.
Right.
Yeah.
Suriname, jungle, greens,
Yes.
island. Tell me about Suriname.
Suriname?
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it as a kid growing up.
Oh, man. I mean, no shoes,
Right.
number dirt,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Kicking ball a lot,
Uh-huh.
playing around. Probably no shirt.
Right.
As a kid growing up.
Straight
You don't
island.
even need all that.
You don't need all that. Right.
But yeah, the best little place to grow up. I'm happy I grew up over there
Before you came.
before I came here. When the time I came here at 13, I kind of knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Respect your elders. Pop wasn't playing.
You
First
came
of
here as
all.
the whole family? Or did
We
family
came
come
here
back and forth?
We came here. My mom came here first. Pop came right away. Come check the situation. Okay, we need to do this. We need to do this. They wasn't married in Suriname. They had us, but they wasn't married there.
Right.
But in order to get paperwork and all of that good stuff going, let's do it right here.
So they
So
got
they
married
married.
here.
Set up everything. Pop was he had a bus. He had 2 buses. Sold his buses. 5 siblings.
That's what I'm about to ask you. So it's 5 of you.
5
in total.
siblings came all at the same time.
Where are you
I'm in the middle.
You're the middle child.
Yeah, I'm the middle kid.
And when you guys came here, where'd you live?
Straight to East New York.
Y'all came to the
Jesus
bottom of the
Christ.
barrel,
Straight
right?
to East New
Yeah.
York. Like,
Oh.
You know, and Pop, they, in the beginning, they had a little option because my peoples, they all go to Harlem. But we were colonized by them boys.
So Harlem has a big Suriname community. that's what
Harlem
you're
has a
saying.
big Suriname community. They can go there and all that. Pops wasn't having that.
Right,
He said he coming to America.
right,
So that's how
right.
we
So
got
you came
here.
straight to East
Yeah,
New
yeah.
York.
Only like 2-3% of people who leave will probably come to America. Everybody's going to Harlem. That's that's where we were. accepted and all that.
So you come here. Tell me a culture shock of here. Besides the weather, I know what's it.
No, the weather was the first thing.
Right.
I came in January 13th.
You came here, it was brick cold.
They gave us the pleather coats. Pleather.
Right.
I was the first one to open the airport door, John F. Kennedy, and I slammed that shit right back. Like, God, what's going on? And you know, January's from then.
Yeah,
it's worse
it's
than
old
the
school
January's
cold.
now.
It's old school cold.
Man,
It's old school cold.
yeah, that was a shot.
Right. So this is 13. So you talk about
Yeah.
1971.
1973,
73.
Yeah.
Okay. So you.
January 13.
So you're like in the midst of like, it's like the heroin era. Like this is like pimps
in Harlem?
in Brooklyn, in the hood, in any ghetto. It was the same type of thing. Like you were dealing with black nationalism. You were dealing with the beginning of the insurgence of drugs into the community. Tell me what it meant to be a teenager in East New York.
Tomahawks.
The Tomahawks, the Lords, the Vice War, the Jolly Stompers, all
Tomahawks.
the things.
Probably a year into it, I went to IS 292.
Okay.
Before I went to Jeff.
Okay.
I was already.
You went to Thomas Jeff High School?
Yeah, I
oh,
went to
you
Jeff.
knew it then.
I had
yeah,
to
you
do.
was in that
I had
life.
to do 2 months of junior high before I went to Jeff. So I went to Jeff. I was at Jeff. We were living on Williams Avenue, East New York.
Right.
We walk Pennsylvania, go to Jeff, whatever.
Right.
So yeah, there was one day when the gang member called me like, "Yo, you got to join the gang." And I was like, not even 2-3 seconds. I was like, "Man, my papa killed me, crazy man." And that was it.
So you never joined the
Nah,
gang? Nice.
nah. You know?
Were you playing soccer when in high school?
Yeah. In my second year. I didn't play the first year. I was getting acclimated.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on too much.
Right.
But yeah, by the second year, I was ready.
Right. Okay.
I was ready. All them 3 years. Second, third, the fourth year.
By then you was on your thing.
I was acclimated.
And you thought that was your future.
Yeah, I wanted to be. Yeah, I wanted to be like the best out there one time, join the Cosmos later on, but it didn't work out. I mean, I was on the way, but in the middle of that, after I went back home after my third year of college.
So you graduated high school. Where'd you go to college? Queensboro. You said?
Queensboro Community College, playing ball. I didn't want to go far away. I didn't want to go to Texas. I think I had an offer from Texas somewhere
To play
in Texas.
soccer out Texas.
Yeah.
But you wasn't doing
Now
that.
after a while, I was like, nah, I'm not going nowhere.
Right.
So I stayed around, went to the borough for 2 years.
And then you went back to Suriname.
No, not yet. I went to Suriname for the first time after the 2 years at the borough. I went to Pele soccer camp, which he was my idol.
Right.
In my second year of college, went to Pele soccer camp. By that time, he was in America. He was retired.
He was playing
from
for the
Brazil.
Cosmos.
He was retired from Brazil in
Right.
71, 72. Came to America in 75.
Right.
And was doing the Cosmos for up till about 78, 79. So he had his camps and everything. I went to the soccer camp, met him. And
So when I was a kid, I was born in 75. When I was like maybe 2 or 3 years old, I remember my father in his closet. My father had a walk-in closet. And I remember in his closet a big Pele poster, Cosmos.
Yes.
And I always
It was
thought the
fly.
Cosmos was fly as shit because of
It
the
was fly.
poster.
It
But
was
I
fly.
obviously was too young to understand when the Cosmos was playing that it was like a must-see. Like when Pele was playing for the Cosmos, it was must-see, right?
It was, because it was Pele. He done did all the great things
Right,
already.
and now he's in New
Now
York.
he's in New York.
Where they was playing? Shea Stadium?
Giant Stadium.
They were playing at Giant Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Actually, they played their first season at Randall's Island.
Oh, okay. At Icon Stadium. It's called Icon now, right.
Right, and then they did Giant Stadium.
So it had to be like big. Like that's like having Jordan come and play.
Yeah, no, it was big. I mean, it turned on a bunch of kids, a bunch of parents. The Pele soccer camp drew enough kids.
Right.
And then at the same time, the following weeks they would do a Cosmos camp, a Pele camp. It's all Cosmos and Pele related. They had once a guy named Giorgio Chinaglia, Italian dude. They had his camp, and they had this other guy, his camp. So it's almost 4, 5, 6 weeks of different camps.
Right.
And the kids were attracted to the Pele thing. And yeah, we as college students, we was thinking about trying to go pro, play ball and shit. So yeah, so after my second year, my first year in the camp, I met the coach of Medgar Evers. So that was all Caribbean school, Jamaican and all of that.
It's in Crown Heights.
So that was cool. I was like, they wanted me to come through. Like, okay. I did that. We rocked that year. And then I went back home. I did a camp and then went back home.
How long did you stay home?
Oh, man, a good month. My first time going back. No, a lot
Who
of
was
things.
still there?
Family. Some family. Yeah, family I still remember and everything. So, yeah, and then the idea came up.
Tell me about
something
that.
happened, again, looking for the good food that we used to know back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just happened to be the cassava thing.
Right.
Cassava, boiled and baked, saltfish, crazy.
Yeah,
know
I
what
love
I'm
me
saying?
some saltfish.
Killing it.
Right.
And then that thing broke my back too. It's like, oh, damn. I went home to my family where I was staying. It's like, okay, you need to go downtown. They got a dentist over there. Let them check you out. So I did that. And the minute I stepped into the place, the idea smacked the shit out of me.
Now tell me about it. Why?
So,
How?
so like this right here, but it actually was a handpiece that I saw first in the place when I went to the dental office.
And this is in Suriname.
This is Suriname. But before that, while I'm going to Mega, right? Every Monday in the newspaper, they got this ad for dental school, Magna Dental Institute.
Right.
I mean, I was just
Right. Yeah,
but I
in the day,
remember
the
though.
newspaper used to have all those job resources. You want to go to school, barbers
But
on
look,
hair,
it was
all the
crazy
things.
though. They used to only have that ad on a Monday.
Right, because that's what
There
was
wasn't
paying
no
for.
other days that they had that ad.
Right.
But, on Mondays, you see it. I see it. So I remember that. It was a hand piece, and it tells you come to dental school, Magna Dental Institute. It's right by the garden. You know what I'm saying? So, but I never, and
You
not
never touched
until
it. So now you're in Suriname.
now
You
in
got to go to the
Suriname,
dentist.
the thing hit me. I saw the hand piece. I'm like, damn, that's the same shit I be seeing. And that thing hit me right there, man. Right there, like light bulb went off, bro. I remember finished with the dentist, whatever he did, and I went across the street and I'm like, damn, when I go back to the States. And I had another year. I was supposed to come back and do the
another
fourth year now.
Right.
I don't know. I was praying or thinking like, I hope something happens. I'm going to dental school and shit.
Right.
And I don't know what, I think the coach didn't make it back the following year. And I used that as an excuse.
As an excuse, like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to dinner.
yeah, I'm
You
going
would have
out.
used anything as an excuse, but that was just the thing.
That's it. That was it right there. When I
So,
went to
so
dental
you
school.
saw this lane for gold
Yeah.
teeth.
Because as a young kid growing up in Suriname,
Yeah.
every other person has one or two goals.
Right.
Every other person, my mom, my
That's
pops.
a very Caribbean thing.
Yeah. So
Gold teeth.
yeah, that was no bottoms, but one top, skip, another one. That was the MO.
And now those weren't fronts; those were like
Those were permanent.
Permanents,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, permanent.
Right.
Right.
So all right. So I'm gonna let you tell the story. So now you come back and you go to dental school.
Yeah.
Within your mind, you're
I'm gonna
saying
leave.
you're gonna bring gold teeth to America.
I'm gonna. I think I thought about creating goals where you could take it off and
where
on.
you could take it off and on.
Not permanent.
Right.
I didn't have nothing permanent in mind.
Right.
Just be able to take the goal and off and on.
So you go to dental school.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Shit, we learning, we doing. It's I guess it was a person in there that kind of was doing gold teeth on the side. It was a girl, it was a female. So I kind of was, looking, but because that's what I want to do.
Right.
So, but I'm learning, we learning, whatever. But I'm still, little by little, I'm going
Picking up.
home.
You
I'm
picking
going
up.
home. I'm taking my mom's mold. I'm experimenting. And yeah, from there, finished school, worked in a couple of dental labs. I remember working in labs.
So you finished dental school.
I finished dental school, which was only 9 months.
Oh, okay. Right.
It was a course of acrylic and gold. So you got porcelain. You could do the dentures.
Right.
But my thing was acrylic and gold.
Acrylic and gold.
Yeah.
Right.
So, clean the gold, learn how to clean the metal before it goes for porcelain. It wasn't gold I was cleaning. I was cleaning metal to go under the thing so the porcelain can go over it. That's what I did in most labs
Right.
for a while. For a little bit, not long. Because at the same time, I was, trying to get custies. I found a place in Jamaica, Queens, that a pawn shop. They didn't accept me right away, but I was telling them what I had going on.
Now you told me off camera, you was like, yo, you was standing at Albi, but you was like, nah, this Brooklyn thing is like.
I spent a day at Albee Square thinking about it, cause I was.
Right.
I mean, I'm down. I'm.
You right here.
Yeah, I'm right here in Brooklyn.
Right, because by
I'll
now
be
you
right
over.
there.
By now you over.
I was still in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Same address I'm on.
At Willoughby. So
yeah.
you're over on Willoughby and Troop at this point.
Grew up over there.
Right. So now Albi didn't work for you.
I told myself, you know what, Queens will be a better move. Yeah, I told myself Queens will be a better move for me.
Now was the streets really rocking with gold teeth
No.
before you?
No, not really. You might have a few dudes that has some permanence, single permanence.
But not fronts.
No. The front thing, I think I know I came out. I'm credited with
Being the
creating
pioneer of gold
of the
fronts.
grill, of the grill, yeah.
Of the grill. So
Yeah.
you go to Jamaica, Queens, you go to Coliseum Mall?
No, I didn't start at the Coliseum. I started at Angelica Jewelry, which was a pawn shop on Hillside. A lot of people know me from Hillside.
Right.
Yeah.
And so tell me the process. How you get the gold molded? Tell me about the first time you sold gold fronts to somebody.
So So I knew I could do it now, right? I remember, all right, I'm not doing Arby Square. I'm going to Queens. So I went to Queens. You know, you can see the players. I be shooting the game like, yo, you know, I do gold teeth. All I gotta do is take your mold, and you know. So I kind of pitched that like almost like a whole week because I had just went out there and I'm like, I'm gonna start, but I can't, not right away. You know,
Right.
It ain't nobody, but I'm telling them
You gotta
it
create
can
the
happen.
market.
Yeah, so I'm telling them what's going on, what the process is. All I need is the mold, you know, little down payment, and I'll make you the gold. I can make you some gold. So yeah, they tested me out there though.
Tell me about that.
So yeah, we you know what? We did a reenactment of that piece, man. yeah, you know, the gangster boys out there, you know, at that time it was the guards was out there.
Right.
Everybody was the guards.
Everybody was guard body, right.
Yeah, I wasn't, but you know, so yeah, so after a while pitching the idea for a couple of days, more than a couple of days, and I was like, yeah, so now, yeah, I'm ready now. I had a couple of molds. I was like, yeah, so I didn't start taking the money right away. I kind of had to be easy. So, but I built up a couple of molds, and I was like, I think I'm ready to go ahead and do this now.
Right.
Let me get some change, and you know, and then Queens niggas was like, yo. And one of the like big boys out there, Righteous. I know his name, Righteous. You know, you had the Righteous, the
Right,
Prince,
right.
Little Prince, all them boys out
Right.
there. The Righteous was like skin face, like, yo, trust that nigga? He from Brooklyn. So
He from Brooklyn.
you from Brooklyn. What's
He
up?
from Brooklyn.
He got his hands in his back
Right.
pocket and shit. I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
But it was one super cool kid, Little Prince. You have Big Prince, you have the Little Prince. He's like, later on, he's like, don't worry about it. Boom, boom, boom. So he gave me some confidence. And, you know, I know two or three other people, they really wanted to go. They wasn't going to try to listen to what dude was saying and
Right,
shit. Because,
right.
I mean, they felt me.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's how that went. And still, I did the goals the first time. I bought the wrong gold.
What's the right goal?
So the right gold is like, you want 22 karat, 20 karat, 18 karat.
You don't want 14.
You don't want no 14,
No
none
10
of that.
karat.
So I don't know what happened. That was my first time buying gold. So I don't know what happened, how I did it, but I got the gold. It was looking nice. I went back, fit the golds. They got the golds. Then they went into the pawn shop and got it tested.
And it wasn't 20.
And the same dude was like, yo, I told you. But I stepped back and I was like, damn, what the fuck happened?
Right.
Yeah, but then I made it up. And from then on,
So you get gold, you melt it down,
Yeah.
you pour it in the mold,
yeah.
and then that's how the fronts come.
Well, not like that, but, you know, it's like a 7-step process.
Right.
Yeah.
How long it
Taking the
take?
mold, let it dry, wax it up, take the you know, what you wax up, take it off, put it in the oven. Before it go in the oven, it has to get some liquid on it, dry up. Then it goes in the oven,
Right.
cook up for like 2 hours or so.
Right.
Then burn the gold, shoot it in there. Teeth will come out raw. You got to do some cleaning. Make it
'Cause you gotta
fit, make
clean
it
all that
neat,
stuff
make
out,
it
right?
nice.
Shine it up,
Yeah.
polish it up.
Yeah.
When did you know that this thing was gonna move?
Oh man. Wow.
Like when it
You know
started
what?
really
I didn't
moving.
I didn't have a blueprint. I didn't write nothing down. I just felt in my head that that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I really did that thing straight out from the head, man.
But
And it worked.
what I'm saying is when it started really moving, like when you went from 1 or 2
From
customers
one-
a day to
Yeah.
like 20 customers in a day.
Like soon as the boys got their joints and went on the block. It was like, oh shit. What's up? Wait. Over
Go
there
to
by
him, right,
Angelica
go to
and
my
shit,
man,
like,
right, go to my man.
I had all of Bemmy, you know
Yeah,
Bemmy?
Bemmy and all
of
yeah.
Bemmy. I remember Bemmy came in not even at the flea market, not even in the Coliseum yet. At Angelica.
Right.
Early
Before you
days.
got to Coliseum.
Yeah.
Bemmy
Bemmy
came and
came
got a
in.
set.
Bemmy came. He ain't won much. I think he just wanted 1 or 2. I forgot what but after I made him his teeth, He the first one that gave me a whole bill, a whole $100 bill tip. Yeah, Benny.
So now, this
So
is
now
proof
it's
of-
going. Now the
now
boys
you
from
moving.
Strong Island are hearing
Now
from it.
people coming out.
Flaving them.
Right,
Just Ice.
right.
Just Ice. I didn't do Just Ice in the Coliseum. I did
Right.
Just
You did
Ice
Just
in
Ice at
Angelica.
Angelica's.
Yeah.
Right. So now rappers.
When Just Ice got his song out, and then he was locked up in D.C. But before that,
Right.
got Just and them to come down to the. So that was a popping spot for like a good year.
What made you move to Coliseum?
So my dude, in the beginning, he didn't even want me in the store. I was outside pitching, yo, and then he really saw like, yeah, this shit is really that shit.
Really popping, right?
Yeah. Got me in the store, got me in the back of the store, like, yo, we gonna get this equipment, we gonna do this shit right here. It was cool until he tried to make me rush doing all the work now.
Right,
Like, bro,
right.
that shit gotta be nice, bro.
Right,
That shit
it's
gotta
art.
be nice looking. He want me to because the customers are coming.
Because the demand is up.
Yeah.
Because now the streets see
Yeah,
it.
he wanna, you know what I mean?
And this is like summer '86.
Not even. It's like 84.
84, right?
Yeah.
So this is really
I got out of
like-
school in 83, early 84. I was working for the 7 months. Got in Angelica, 84. Rocked probably the whole 84 into 85. And then an incident happened between me and the Russian. It was a big-ass Russian dude.
Right.
He at the pawn shop, and there was a black dude working for him and shit. So we got into something, and I'm like,
I'm out.
No, yeah. Well, I actually took a trip overseas and shit to cool my head and shit.
Where'd you go?
Holland.
Oh, you went to Holland.
This time I went
Where
to
that's
Holland.
It was the big Suriname
Yeah,
community.
this time I went to Holland. See, my family's over there, man. And that actually, I tried out for a soccer team over
So
there.
you still was trying
Yeah,
to...
I was still balling.
Right.
Matter of fact, while I was at Angelica,
Uh-huh.
I had a soccer team right there in Jamaica, Queens, on Hillside, called Olympiacos, Greek team. The minute I went to Queensboro, I joined that team.
Right.
Yeah, I saw somebody was on the bus.
Right.
A Greek was on the bus. I didn't know where I was going. I explained it to him, and I'm going to Queensboro to play ball. It's like, shit, we got a team right there, Olympiacos. Join our team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had to show him first. And then, yeah, I was on Olympiacos from then on, right away.
Right.
Killing it. And so I was right there playing ball, making gold
Making
teeth
gold,
right there.
Right. And then
go
coming back to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
How was the money? back
Good,
then?
good. So, but it was crazy, man, to look at the gold price today.
Right. Versus what it was.
That shit was like $250, $300
An ounce.
an ounce.
Right. Now it's like 2,500 an
Shit,
ounce.
bro. My whole stint, New York, killed it, boom, boom, boom. I don't think the goal was 500 when I left New York.
Right. So look,
I would-
so Angelica's Coliseum.
Rocked the Coliseum till from 84 to like 89.
So like
at
89.
least.
So
Yeah.
now by 89, other people
They
are
already-
doing
yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
now,
yeah, yeah.
by now, they at Albee.
They had Albee.
They're floating in the ocean.
I didn't
It's
know.
all over.
I didn't know the story with my dude at Albee. He gave me the story though. He said while I was in Queens, he heard about me, he knew about me, but he killed that shit in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're killing it in Brooklyn
Yeah,
now.
he did.
And now it's proliferated. Now gold fronts,
Yeah.
that's hip hop.
Oh,
by the time
it's
89,
going wild.
it's going wild.
It's going
You can't
wild.
even stop it.
It's going wild.
You can't even
wild.
stop it.
Yeah. Everybody.
So the
like-
thing that you brought to the streets,
Yeah.
once the streets got it.
I
bro.
remember the beginning of them trying to do gold teeth.
Who?
All the jewelers
other-
and
right,
stuff. Yeah,
right.
so they see what we were doing. They see we had a line. They was like, I remember the Chinese dude that's in the back of the Jamaica in the Coliseum right now. He's still there.
He's still there to this
He's
day.
still there, and he was one of the first ones to like copy it. And in the beginning, they would have a cup like that with like a maybe 50 gold teeth, single gold teeth in there.
Right.
And when you came, they're like, oh, nah, that one ain't no good. But that fit a little better. That shit fit a little better. We could kind of like work it a little bit. That's how they was doing the
That's
gold
how
back
they
in the
was doing
day,
gold
bro.
back in the day.
I'm telling you. But the whole nation been doing gold the last, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 years, man. The whole nation. You know?
Yeah. So you leave Coliseum and go to ATL?
I leave the Coliseum. I went to Virginia. I went to Hampton. My family, wifey and the kids. I had twin girls.
Right.
So the reign at Coliseum kind of ended for me because things were going down. I was kind of having a little problem with the crib. So we like, all right, let's make a move.
Let's bounce.
So we went to Virginia, Hampton, Virginia. And I almost had to go to work in the shipyard, bro. I was like, what?
You going
I created
from
some
high,
shit.
You created the whole shit.
I created this, and now I gotta go work in this.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
So I started going to B-more from VA.
Right.
Find a little, something
Little
over
spot,
there.
right.
Then I would come back to New York. I would, the Coliseum, my brothers and them still had the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
My older brother, a younger brother, still had the Coliseum.
Right.
But for me to go up in there, shit felt crowded.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because by then, this shit is
It
mass
felt crowded
production
for me.
now. Now this thing is...
So, I went to Connecticut. We used to have, while I was in the Coliseum, my brother
You had
had
a
went
spot
to
up in
Connecticut.
Connecticut, right.
New Haven, Connecticut.
Right.
It was good shit.
Right.
So when I came back, they were saying, yeah, some guys from Connecticut, they were, asking and stuff, because we had left already by that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of went over there for a little bit. It was all right.
Mm-hmm.
It was still kind of cool. And then had a crazy chick over there. Crazy
In
as
Connecticut?
fuck, bro. But she kind of like, the whole Atlanta thing, she kind of got me to do
She put
that.
you into that space.
Yeah, but man, I don't even want to call her name, put her name in this
That's
shit.
all right.
I don't
We
even
gonna
want
leave-
to.
we
I
gonna
see,
leave
look,
it where you
look.
found her.
Nah, it's crazy, right? We were doing reenactments.
Uh-huh.
So I guess I had gave my boys the story. My boy from England.
Right.
Matter of fact, you know Goldie?
Goldfinger?
Nah,
Who?
he's called Goldie. He played in the Bond movie too, but he's like he became a DJ. He went to England. He was from Miami. He's my
Right.
brother's best friend. Matter of fact, this week past,
Uh-huh.
he was in New York. He was in Brooklyn for a night performing,
Word.
DJing and shit. I'm like, yo, I'm pulling up, bro, because I ain't seen him in a minute.
Right.
He like, all right, come through. So I was in the club and shit
And
with
his
him.
name, what's his DJ name? Goldie?
Yeah, Goldie. So this dude, he was with my brother. My brother brought him up. He learned how to make some golds. He learned how to airbrush.
Right.
They were doing their thing. This the part of my story. We're doing a documentary right now. It's
As
a
you
documentary
should.
going on.
As you should.
Yeah, it should be finished in February,
Yeah.
my boy said.
Yeah.
So they doing a Miami story too with my brother.
Right.
So my brother, actually Goldie, because of Goldie, we're doing this thing. He kind of like gave the green light, like, all right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he went on to, after Miami, I don't know, something happened. He left, went to England, and became famous as fuck. With, I don't know how you call that style of music he playing, but yeah. So he got huge.
So y'all did the reenactment of what, you deciding to go to Atlanta?
No. So we did a reenactment of the girl, she locked up. She was locked up one time.
Right.
Before she met me, while I was in Connecticut.
Right.
I remember some chick called me like, yo, I'm coming to get some gold tea, boo, 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 boo. Oh, okay. I didn't know who it was. One Saturday, chick with some fucking Air Jordan. A red chick, man, like,
Right.
bro, you can't miss her, right?
Right.
Coming to get the gold tea. Remember I called you, coming to get some gold tea? Oh, okay. Right. Took the mold. She want me though. But it's cool because she was locked up for like 2 or 3 years.
Right.
So ain't nobody in Connecticut.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, I guess she was reading into me like I must be huge. She probably couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So yeah, she wanted to get with me, boom, boom, boom. But we became boyfriend, girlfriend, and shit, crazy. But she was fucking nuts, bro. Cause she was really selling shit out there.
She was really about that life.
But I don't understand.
really about
you
that
serious red bone.
Right.
Like ain't nobody gonna miss you.
Right. She high yellow.
But she crazy doing shit.
Right.
Like, yo, when I tell
What
you
part of
somebody
Connecticut?
crazy,
What
New
part of
Haven.
Connecticut? Oh, New Haven. Okay.
Her
Okay.
family was from Unclesville.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, she was locked up in New Haven, a little further down and shit. So
how did
she
she
only
get
came?
you?
No, she came home on a furlough.
Oh, she was on a furlough.
She was only
She
coming.
was going back and forth.
Yeah, she was coming. I guess her time was ending.
Right.
So she came. You know, they let her go for a weekend or something.
So she probably was rocking the fronts back in jail when she was going.
Yeah,
back
yeah,
up.
of course, of course. She was always that, man, for a while. But man, yeah, that was too much for a regular
What was
nigga
it
like me.
about? How did she bring Atlanta into the equation?
So before I even met her, she was huge, bro. Mike Tyson wanted that.
Right. So
Back
she
in the
was
day.
known.
She was
known.
that, yeah.
Right. She was known.
She had the not the Pathfinder. She had some kind of truck with the Louis.
Right. Her shit
From
was
that.
She was outside.
Yeah, Connecticut boys was getting it.
Right.
So yeah, she was out there. Then got caught. She was doing that time. She was getting ready to come home. So she tried to plug in with me. It was cool for a while, man. But I remember leaving Connecticut like, man, this chick crazy. Fuck this chick.
Right. I'm done with her.
Yeah, I'm done, bro. I remember that shit, man. I remember coming home Labor Day. I'm like, man, you know what? My brother had came from Miami too with his kids, and I'm like, you know what? When bro going back, I'm going back.
I'm going with her.
I'm going with him. I'm going in the car. I'm going with him and shit.
Right, and that's
so
what
I
you
did that. Next thing you know, I'm there for like a good couple of weeks.
In Miami.
Yeah, she called like, "Yo, I'm home. And then all her shit that she had out here was in Atlanta. Her moms had moved out there with her two sisters. So they was in Atlanta. The truck was in Atlanta too.
That's why. Okay.
So yeah, so I guess they let her go. I think she went straight to Atlanta. She calling me like, "Yo, I'm coming to get you." I'm like, no. I was already getting nice with my bro. I'm noticing my bro, like, the first time I really pulled up on bro, and like the potential in Miami is
It's
crazy.
So he's getting it out.
Yeah,
there.
bro is getting it.
Right.
And it's still mad customers out there who don't even know.
Don't even know. Right.
Like I walked around the flea market. I got a couple of cars like, yo, we doing gold tea. They was like, y'all doing golds? I'm like, dang, they don't know that shit?
Right.
Man, bro.
So it started heating out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it was. The bro got his own style of doing shit though, but still, it got crazy. She called me. I'm like, damn, I wish it wasn't true, but she's like, yo, yo, this chick was so crazy, bro. She done told her sister's boyfriend that Miami is only like maybe 4 hours from Atlanta. I don't know how the hell but she was that crazy though.
Right.
Let's go. We're gonna go get Ed.
Right. That shit is like an 8-hour drive.
8 hours.
It's not a 4-hour drive. It's an 8-hour
I'm like, every minute I'm like, I hope she don't fucking call, man.
And she
called me about 3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, we here. I'm like, damn, all right. Told bro. I thought she was gonna even parlay for a little minute.
Right, you
Chill.
left. So you left with her that night.
Yeah, so she was like, I was like, yo, we gonna, rest up a little bit. She was like, nah, we gonna leave now.
Now, we leaving now.
Like,
she came to get you.
yo,
She came to get
bro.
you, kid.
I'm like, bro, I think I'm gonna go, man.
Right.
And that's how I landed in Atlanta. Next day, she had some jewelry she wanted to fix. They already knew the places we had to go to downtown, underground,
Right.
go there. They got a flea market over there, 5 Points Flea Market. Shit, we get there. I think we got home like probably nighttime. So the next day,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we took the train to the underground. The shit was right there, half a block. But the minute I stepped out of the underground, I was like, shit, this is
where it's
it.
at.
I'm like, this is it. I'm looking around like, damn.
Right.
This is it right here. This is the second coming to New York.
Right.
Yup.
This is it.
Yeah, so, I got to thank her for that. But she was, I paid my dues. Shit, bro. I don't want to hear nothing over. Don't call me for years. Like, nah. We on a different route now, boy.
So you get down there,
Yeah.
you scope the scene,
Yeah, right
and
away.
you start to replicate the same thing you did in Miami, same thing you did
and
in
the crazy
Queens.
thing was, I got out the train station. I saw the scene like, oh man, this is it. Now we got to go to the flea market to
Right.
go get the little jewelry fix. And I walk up in there, and there's somebody. I didn't know him, but we started talking like, yeah, we trying to get some jewelry fix, boom, 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 and we looking for a place to do gold teeth. She was bragging for me like, yeah, this Eddie Gold Teeth. My man was like, yo,
Eddie Gold.
yo, he from Queens. He
See?
security up in that piece.
See?
He from Queens.
Right.
He left Queens before shit got hot.
Right.
Before the Ed Burns shit.
Right. Before
Them boys was like before that time.
Happy Mason
you know what I'm
and all
saying?
that, right.
Them Carly and them times.
Uh-huh.
So they had left early,
Right.
working security in the spot. Like, shit, hell yeah, you can get a booth out here. And yeah, that's,
And the rest was history.
yeah.
So at the height of Atlanta, tell me about that when it was moving
Oh,
in
man,
Atlanta.
I got there in 92.
Right.
92, you know, it was all Miami. It was all, I didn't know what it was about, but I guess it was Miami University winning a couple of championships.
Oh yeah, that's
around
when the
that
U
time.
was lit. Yeah, that's when the U was lit.
So, Miami shit was
Michael
big.
Irvin, Warren Sapp, all
Yeah.
those cats was at
So,
the U.
Miami influence was big in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Them boys in Atlanta wasn't as crazy yet. Mm-hmm. It was the Miami dudes that was kind of teaching them how to be.
The game.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, as the years progressed, like I remember the first Freaknik. Them boys was like innocent. Them Atlanta boys, innocent shit. By the time the second Freaknik rolled around, third Freaknik, nobody was safe, bro.
Right.
Atlantic youth was just, man.
They just was wild.
They good at stealing cars. They good at, man.
So look, let me ask you: was the highest of the high in Atlanta bigger than you at Coliseum?
Yeah. So what happened? My Freaknik, but I was hearing Freaknik, but I wasn't paying no attention to what they were saying. So the Freaknik comes every, what is it? February or April, the first weekend.
It's like I don't know. It's like
It was April. I think it was
maybe
April.
spring break time.
So, you know, I got there maybe around November or something like that. So I'm trying to make my thing pop. They telling me my joint is fake.
They telling
because
you it's fake.
you're able to take
'Cause
it
you
off
take
and
them
on.
off and on, right.
But I'm using fly as gold. So, but because it comes up and on, it's like,
Right.
yo,
Because
shit
again,
is fake.
like in the Caribbean world, in the deep South, they was doing gold teeth, the permanent ones.
Yes.
Right.
Right. So in Atlanta, they know goals, but permanent goals.
Permanent. Right.
They was going out there. The dentist was like right one block behind. That's where everybody went, and they was wearing grills. But they did see the New York thing though. They did see Just Ice, Flavor Flav,
Right.
all them states in the Midwest.
Right.
They couldn't get no gold teeth.
Right.
Where all these people getting their skulls? In New York. So that made them go to their local dentist and like, yo, we want to get some golds and shit. The dentist looking at the pearly white shit, man, you don't need no golds.
Right.
Niggas like, man, we want some golds,
Right, so
man.
they ain't really know
and
how
it's
to
like,
get
man,
it.
you don't need no golds. Like, man, we pay you.
Right.
Okay. The dentist killed these
Dennis is
boys,
killing them.
man.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's how it went in them states.
So when you
So-
come down there with the front,
So
you change the whole
now,
shit.
yeah, so after a while, so I'm concentrating on building this shit up. Christmas time is coming. My first Christmas, you know. I keep hearing Freaknik though, but it's going one ear out the other. I don't know, I didn't even ask what it was and shit. So this shit's starting to pick up a little. I still didn't have my machines. If I got some work, I would send it to my brother.
And you had to send it
And
back.
he sent it back to me. I did that to him when I had my crib. Like I told you, I had my crib in Elmont that time. That's when he went to
Miami.
Florida.
And you would do
And
that
he
for
was
him.
sending me his work, and I was sending it back. They liked our work.
Right.
Because they kind of had goals over there.
Right.
But they like how they were sending, they had goals, permanent, and they would still take a mold, say they want our goal. I seen that in the molds that he was sending me, some of it. So, yeah. So, man, Yeah, no, it's.
So you didn't have the machine yet.
I didn't have the
So you
machine
sent it
yet.
over.
Yeah.
So then Freaknik come
Freaknik
around.
is coming. Freaknik is here.
Right.
I don't up until that weekend, that Thursday. I ain't got no Freaknik on my mind, right?
Right.
And then I remember that Thursday going outside the flea market, and then all of a sudden, it's mad traffic, mad people. Like, yo, what's this, man? Freaknik weekend. What? People from Detroit already out there.
Right.
It's crazy, bro. Groups of dudes. All I had were cards. All I had was cards, right? I'm giving out cards like, yo, oh, you do fronts? We need some fronts right now. I was like, oh, shit, yo, damn. I couldn't do nobody's front.
Because you ain't had a machine.
I had no machine. I was like, man. But another good thing happened. That's the time around they used to have the Jack the Rapper.
Jack the Rapper, right.
2 or 3 years straight.
Right.
After the Freaknik, maybe a month or two after Freaknik, it's Jack the
the
Rapper.
Rapper.
So them same dudes that I was giving cars to, Ohio, this and that, they came back for Jack the Rapper. I think I was better off a little bit by then, but I actually waited a whole year for the next Freaknik, bro.
Before you really.
Yeah, but I was just like, when that Freaknik come back around, we ain't
missing it.
Yeah,
this
nah,
time.
we ain't missing it. So I practically waited a whole year for that shit, man. That shit came back. We had everything. Like, but one crazy thing was we had so much work, we couldn't finish in time. We actually had to give the security dudes some dough to keep us in there. We were the only ones in there without customers.
Wow.
Staying in there 12 o'clock.
So you
Until
working
we're
around
done,
the
we coming
clock.
out the back door.
Right.
Yeah, that's how that happened. And then I was like, you know what? We need our 24-hour spot. That's when I got Greenbrier.
Out in Greenbrier Mall.
Yeah, that's when we got the Greenbrier storefront. It was a storefront. Yeah. So from then on, it worked out. I mean, everybody that was coming, man, once they came, we cool as hell, bro.
Right.
I mean, I done took dudes to the club who ain't never been to the clubs. They got their joints on now, fresh.
Right.
They smiling. We up in Magic. We up in the GC. All they could do is smile. And she was like, yo, let me see you, man. Titties on. Like, yo. Dudes was like, yo, we moving here, man.
Right.
I don't know how many people moved
Moved to
here,
Atlanta.
man.
Oh yeah. That was the migration point, that early 90s.
Wow.
What was some of the celebrities or notable people?
Oh man, the
that
first
you was
people,
doing in Atlanta?
Outkast, Goody Mob. A Goody Mob did they photo shoot in my shop before their album release.
Right.
Ludacris, Lil Jon. Lil Jon's story was like, yo, I was just, once we got our little money, we had to go see the dude with
Go
the
see
grill.
Eddie Gold.
Yeah. All of them. Yeah, and then a lot of unlike New York, where I was probably just get people from Strong Island, I didn't get people from Brooklyn.
Right.
I don't think I got Brooklyn people to come to Queens to get tea. I did a few guys in my neighborhood,
Right.
but Queens was Queens, and they were coming from Strong Island.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you out in Atlanta, you got
Atlanta,
Detroit,
oh my
Chicago,
God, bro. Alabama, Tennessee.
They all coming.
All them states, Ohio, everybody's different, everybody coming different. And then what got us over the top is the same day service.
Oh, so you
we'll
was
work.
busting them the same day.
We'll work till like 3 o'clock
Right.
at night.
Right.
Like people that was working, they women was mad as hell, bro. They boys be going home 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
They was busting them out.
Yeah, but
What's the most
they-
fronts you got off in a day?
We used to get them out, man. We used to. It's not easy because that shit got to be perfect too.
Right.
I mean, one little hole in one,
You got to scrap
practically
it.
got to redo
You
it.
got to do the whole thing.
So but nah, we was getting work out, man. Keeping boys in there to 3, 4 o'clock, but it was good. So they'll go back home after like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. They got their joints, they happy, they riding home. I remember in the very beginning, we wasn't in the flea market in the storefront yet. We was at my man's crib doing it, and we did some guys from Ohio. they left like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you wouldn't believe, man. Not the next day, but the following day, the same dude was back with 4 other people in his whip.
Wow.
Come get some joints.
Wow.
Cause same day shit. Like, you know, even today they like trying to tell you gotta wait like I don't know how long.
Right.
For some, yeah.
But that same day service.
They don't got the machine.
Right, because they ain't got the machine. That's why they doing just sending it to your brother. But that Atlanta to Ohio, like if it's Cincinnati, because if it's Cincinnati, that's the southern point.
Man.
Cincinnati to Atlanta got to be 10 hours,
Yeah.
12 hours.
And been to all of that. Been to
Yeah.
Milwaukee, been to where LeBron from. We used to get customers from all over there.
Right, so you just was running around.
And they would tell us, yo, if you come to my city,
you gonna kill.
and we got you.
Right,
I ain't never went to nobody's city and got touched.
right.
Maybe one time somebody ran out, a little youth ran out with some goals. But we go to Nashville, they got beef with there. They like, yo, we put you up in the crib, you just can't let them niggas come down here. You could go, take your moles, do them, you could take it back to them, but they ain't coming up this way.
Right,
And they're keeping us safe.
right.
All of Tennessee, Knoxville, the dog pound. I don't know if they still got the dog pound, but them boys was living, bro. Them boys was living.
So how long was your run?
My run?
Your down south run.
So my run over here was from like around 84 to 89.
To 89.
I got into Atlanta in 92.
Right.
My run from Atlanta was from 92 to like 2006, 7.
That's a long run.
Yeah, that was.
So where'd you live while you was in
than-
Atlanta?
I first had an apartment. I bought a crib finally in 97 in someplace in 97. And
And you was there. That's where you
I
were.
ran it for a good, I think I got rid of it like 2004. Because it was like, it was a little ways from the location.
Right.
So, you know, we be doing the joints. Then we go to the club. And we nice and tipsy, bro. And now you got to ride home.
Now you got to
The
drive.
police in Atlanta, they all in the Waffle House.
Right.
Getting nice and ready.
Right. And
Drinking
when you
their
leave,
coffee.
they leave.
About time they ready, they be like all out
Right,
there.
and
So
they outside.
I got hit a couple of times. I'm like, you know, I finally got tired, like, because when you get home, the closer you get, the faster you trying to.
Right, you trying to get
getting
home.
home now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got
And
caught
them
a couple of
DUIs
times.
ain't no joke.
Not really no DUI. I didn't have no DUI. I might have some weed, but no DUIs. But it's just
Speeding.
Yeah, speeding. And I remember the time they want to give me one time, I'm like, man, I can't do that. They're like, okay, you can come and do some weekends then. I remember doing like, weekends. Yeah, you turn yourself in like probably.
Friday and then
Yeah.
Sunday.
You just like 2 or 3 days you got to put in.
Found out that was
A month
Yeah.
for like a month.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, nah, I know
So-
somebody that just got out of weekend jail. Like last year, she was doing weekend jail.
Yeah. They had that in Atlanta, but I guess
they
it
got that
wasn't
shit here,
for
too.
nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Just
they got that
you
shit
know.
here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So that was my story in the movie ATL.
right. What about ATL?
The movie ATL.
I know the movie.
That's my store. My store was featured up in there.
Oh, was
that's where
it?
Jason Weaver's supposed to be working in.
Oh, word?
Jason Weaver was like, you know what I mean, the worker at
Right.
the Gold Tea spot.
Right.
That was my spot.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my spot at Greenbrier.
At Greenbrier.
Yeah.
So then
I had a
2000.
little facial up in that piece.
Oh, you was in it?
Just when Brooklyn and them broke arm dude came
Yeah, the
up in
broke
there and
arm
shoot
dude,
my
yeah,
arm.
yeah.
I had on some Versace's and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was lit.
Janway has a question. Did you move into like ice grills like after?
I was gonna ask
What
that.
you mean ice grill?
Like with diamonds.
The
and
diamonds,
stuff?
yeah.
Stuff when that
We-
started to pop.
Listen, I found some pictures of we were doing diamonds here back in the 80s. I found a picture I was showing somebody today, but I had a few pictures from the 80s. We were doing diamonds. In the ATL, yeah, we did enough stones. I was doing my own in the ATL for a minute. Then I'm like, you know what? The jewelers kind of like, they do it so uniform and nice. We'll just let the jewelers put the diamonds
So
in.
you would create the front and
I
let
do
the
the
jewelers
fronts
do the
and
thing.
let the jewelers do the
How about
diamonds.
rose gold?
I started the rose gold thing. I didn't like it.
You
That's a
didn't like
gold
it?
tooth.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a tooth that turned.
It looked like
to copper.
bronze almost, right?
It was a no-no. After, you know, AI and them boys came to see me.
Allen Iverson.
AI came with his crew. You know, he was out in Atlanta like
Right,
that.
right.
They came one time. They wanted, that was the rose gold era. People wanted rose gold. But I never recommended. After a while, I like, nah, I won't even make nobody no rose gold. Because it looked like the tooth is turned.
Right, right.
I like the yellow.
You like the yellow
22,
gold.
it's got a yellow. And that's how the gold was back home when the people had them on permanently. Shit's yellow. It's no joke. And, I stuck to that.
So
stuck
did
to
I
it.
miss it in the beginning? Who taught you the process? How did you know the process? Was it trial and error or?
The process of the gold making, I went to dental school.
You're in dental school too.
Okay, so in dental school they taught you.
Yeah,
They
I
taught
was
him
kind of,
acrylic and gold.
add on the, you know, the 2 and the 2 and the 2, how to like.
Right.
I was doing metal, but I can convert the, you know, instead of metal, I'll do gold.
Right.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
came up with your own.
Yeah, I
process
came up.
and,
Yes,
like,
I did.
perfected
Yeah,
the
and
technique
doing
everything.
2 together so we could
Right.
take them off and on.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Started
instead of the
doing that.
one,
instead
and the
of
one
one
and the
single
one,
yeah,
you started the
yeah,
bridge
2,
of them.
more
Right.
than 2,
Right.
more than one together. You can get it like that, and you could be able to take it off and on.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
When was the first time someone recognized you for your legacy in hip hop? Like, because even though this is a dental thing,
Yeah.
but this is a hip hop thing. Bro.
Yeah. I say I put the grill in the hip hop.
Right. This is a hip hop.
I put the grill in the hip hop.
facts.
I did Just Ice.
Facts.
Just Ice was done in 83, 84.
You was doing all the Queens hustlers, and we
Yeah.
know, we absolutely know that rappers took cues from hustlers in terms of style and
Yeah.
fashion.
I did Rakim. I did Rakim
Right.
1. Heavy
Right.
D came through. Yeah, Sweet Tea back in the day.
Jay-Z, Flavor Flav.
Yeah, Flav. Definitely Flav.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, my question is, when did you realize, like, yo, I really put the grills in hip hop? Like, I really am the reason.
Probably in the A, not New York. I know I did my thing in New York. I did, you know, Just Ice. That was the legacy. We did Just Ice. You know, Just Ice picture was all over the city.
Right.
He had the grills on his hat. His first or second album, he had
Right.
all the grills lined up on his hat.
Right.
And that was like his album cover.
Right.
So everybody's seeing this shit. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's
Right.
like free advertisement.
Right.
And all that. But I think in Atlanta more.
Because the names you mentioned in Atlanta, that was the burgeoning of Atlanta hip hop.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
all of the
we
forefathers
started,
of Atlanta
yeah,
hip hop.
yeah.
The Outkast,
Everything started
the Luda.
right around that time.
Right, right. Goody
And-
Mob.
and yeah. Goody Mob. All the Goody Mob songs, you can see them.
Yeah.
They got on the grill because they got the grill before they made the album.
Uh-huh.
They came and did the photo shoot, got their album done. Goody Mob was one that really, you know, put me out there too.
Right.
They all, I did Gip, the first white and ruby joints, like golf size joints, 6 joints with rubies, white gold. And then Baby saw Gib. And he's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they were getting their stuff from, I guess, New Orleans
Right,
and
New
stuff. But they
Orleans,
did
right.
see Gib, and now they wanted to like really get busy. So
Now, let me ask you this. So 92, you in Atlanta.
92, 93,
I come
94.
and I want fronts. I want
Yeah.
5 fronts.
Yeah,
Like, I want 5 teeth fronts, right?
more like 6
Like,
or
okay,
4.
or 4,
Yeah.
right? So I want
To make it even.
I want 4,
Yeah.
right? What am I paying for that?
Back then, oh, you know what? You know what was funny too? I tried to give them the price I had in New York,
It was too expensive.
And they was
for
like,
him?
nah. They was like, oh, that shit fake. I was like, all right, the shit's is 120 now.
Right.
I was at 90.
Right.
I was like, okay, the goals are 120.
Right.
So I was charging 120 a goal.
So 120, and how much were you making off of each 120?
Oh man, because the goal was like 400, 500,
Right.
600.
Right.
When I left Atlanta in 2000, when I leave, when did I leave Atlanta again? 2007. The goal wasn't 800 yet.
Right.
I came back to New York, and the goal started going up. I see
Going up, right.
800, 900, 1,000. I was here for that. So I never bought an ounce of gold in Atlanta for 800.
More than 800.
Yeah, and we used to get it. We used to get so much gold back from cleaning, because that's where I learned to save all that stuff. Cause
So
it's
from
worth-
shaving,
oh man,
you now got it. Now you can melt that down
yeah.
too.
Well, you got to turn it in, because professional kind of got to bring it back, but it'd be worth like a bunch of kilos, a bunch of ounces and shit. Yeah.
So off every 120, what you was making?
Oh man. Oh, then probably. Like today, if I spent 500 on some gold, I can only do 4 golds.
4 fronts.
If I
4
buy
sets of fronts.
no 4 golds, like 4 teeth.
Of 14.
But all right, so if I spend 500 on the gold, I'll get the 4. I might charge 1,000. That's today. I would charge 1,000 for the 4.
Right.
Which like probably $250 a piece.
Right.
But really, the shit is like almost 300 now.
Right.
My brother in Miami charges 400. My brother in Miami only does mostly permanents and Lando packs. If you go on, check my brother's shit out, Lando Golds in Miami. Man.
So your brother's still doing it.
My brother, man, shit, man. This he making more money than I ever
Than you
made,
ever
bro. In Miami. All them young boys will come for a Lando pack, which is 20
pack.
goals.
Right. 20 gold.
Permanent goals.
So he doing the whole
whole
the
shit.
bottom.
The whole bottom and top. It might be 10 on the top, 10
And
on the bottom. File down. That's what they doing. Matter of fact, the shit was getting so crazy in Miami, they was trying to shut everybody down. Unless you with a dentist. So bro got with a dentist like about 12 years ago, up until today. When them youngers come in there, the dentist take care of the filing, and then bro take care of the rest. So the dentist get paid
Right,
for
and
her
he get
filing,
paid.
and then bro's getting. Bro got a waiting list for people that want to
He
come.
older than you or younger than
Nah,
you?
he younger than me. He's my baby brother. Yeah. He was in the Marines when I was doing my shit. I
Right.
brought him in
Right.
the Jamaica Coliseum for a while, and then he went to go check something out in Miami and discovered the fucking heat. It's like, what? I ain't going back to New
Going
York.
back to New York.
Nigga say he ain't going back to New York, man. He came and got his shit, filled up a van, him and 2 of his dudes, 3 together. Went back to Miami, and that's it.
And he ain't never been.
Bro ain't coming unless it's a necessity to come out here. All he's about is heat, warm, shorts. They living the life though. He good. Yeah, he doing his thing.
You ever think about writing a book?
We have a book. Mouthful of Gold. Me and Lyle Lindgren, which is doing the documentary. Yeah, together we did the book. We did the book over the COVID. When it got because we was already working on the documentary, and then COVID came along, and I had all the pictures. I remember because I used to go back to Atlanta for a little bit. I got all my pictures, so I had all the pictures. It's like, yo, let's go ahead and do a coffee table joint. So we put it together. He put it together. Yeah, it's a mouthful of gold.
Yeah.
We had
It's
2
still
runs
available?
with it. The second run we made, we had more. There might still be some available, but we about to set it off again once the thing is finished in probably February. We'll see about a third run.
So now at 66, you're
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah.
Tell me about, like, do you miss the game?
Missed the game a little bit. I did a few people the other day.
Yo, you still doing that?
I did. Like, but I don't go searching for it. But now I think I am because I found a nice young lady.
Right.
She with it. You know what I'm saying?
She with what?
She wants to she wants to do some gold.
Right.
She loves the gold thing. She's a great girl.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And so I'm like, okay, I could teach you a little bit. But of course, she's gonna help me too.
Right.
I'm an OG. I don't know much about, you know what I mean?
new
All
thing.
the new stuff.
Right.
So that's, I kind of was searching for somebody like that. Though.
Right. 'Cause the
somebody
reason-
you could bring in your crib and all
Right.
of that.
Somebody you can
She
trust.
loved moms.
Right.
Like, okay.
Because what I'm
And I
thinking,
could work with her. She young.
what I'm thinking is, so Hip Hop Closet, for example, one of our avenues where we kind of see success is in sheepskins, right? Like,
What you mean
Like, oh,
sheepskin?
it's not back here no
I
more.
have my
Like
sheepskin.
sheepskins, right? The sheepskin been back
I
here
have
for
my
2 years. The one time I refer to it, it ain't there.
there.
So like we do sheepskins.
Y'all
here,
do,
right?
what you mean y'all do sheepskin?
Customized sheepskins. You come, you get fitted, you get measured.
But you
and
know
can
what's
get a
what's
sheepskin,
what's
bro.
wrong right now? The shit don't get cold no
It don't
more.
get
like
cold,
that
right?
No more,
Yo, let me
man.
tell you.
Don't tell them that.
Eddie, nah.
You gotta send your shit to Minnesota and shit like that.
Nah,
yo.
but I got him. I rock
Yeah,
mine.
we
Of
ship
course.
them- Yeah, we ship
Yeah.
them.
No, but
we
I'm
ship
saying
all
a
over.
market. Yeah.
But what I'm saying, that's my point, is that
Yeah.
there's a vintage market for sheepskins.
Yeah.
So there's a whole line of people that fuck with Hip Hop Closet. Although we've been in business 26, 27 years,
Yeah.
26, there are people that are discovering
No.
us because of our sheepskins.
Really?
And so what I'm saying is there's a vintage market.
Yeah.
Now your fronts is not a regular front.
It's become
It's Eddie Gold
It's become a
fronts.
classic now.
Yeah,
kinda.
you're a
Like, I gotta-
vintage
yeah,
piece.
Right.
You're a brand,
Yeah.
right? You're a brand.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's why we was brainstorming today about how we're gonna go about some things. But she's really helping me with my little film, like I said, the little Balatori shit.
Balatori,
Yeah.
right.
We just trademarked the name.
Right.
So now, we got the LLC for it.
Right.
Yeah, so, and we're helping with the gold tee. We're gonna try to get a couple of orders in.
So what's the main difference between like everybody else is doing gold fronts and
Man,
like, you, like,
everybody
how you
just
doing,
jumped
like-
on it. Everybody just jumped on the bandwagon.
Okay.
They making money. Cause our people are gullible for a long time. Like imagine they tell you, yeah, you could send me a mold. That thing started popping. I'll send you. I'm the jewelry business, and I send you the material to take the mold. You take your own mold and send the mold back to me, and then I make you something. Now what the fuck is he making you? 22 karat, 20 karat,
Right.
18, 14. They love referring to 14 and 10 karat. That's not for the mouth.
That's not for the mouth.
Why?
I don't want to hear nothing about silver.
Right. Why is it?
I don't mess. I don't want to hear nothing about silver. If it ain't 18 or better for me, you're not getting it. If you trying to tell me you want 14, I might tell you, we'll do 18 at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that other stuff because it's not for the mouth.
People do it because it's inexpensive.
It's inexpensive, but
Right.
it also fucks your mouth up.
Right. That's not good for your
So
mouth.
that's okay.
The
so
low
then-
carat, it
So that's what would happen when like people would get them and then like after their teeth would just be like
Yeah, if
rotten.
you
Like,
keep
would
it-
be terrible.
yeah, if you keep it, if you keep it on without taking it off and cleaning it every day.
Yeah.
I mean, you have some hustlers that they working day and night.
Right, so they keeping their shit on all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Take that shit after 2 days, 3 days. Nah, you can't do that.
Right. You gotta take
You know
it
what
off
I'm
every
saying?
day.
Every day and brush that thing out inside, and you know what I mean? So everybody jumped on the market because it was lucrative. Everybody wants gold. Then I see them making all kinds of stupid designs. But if that shit is bulky in your mouth, it's uncomfortable. Now, the customers may not know that yet until he gets it. Now he has to adjust. You can't do nothing else about it. They don't send you the teeth. You know, you got to live with it. So, you know, we quick to give our dollars out to, you know, get some shit that, you know what I mean, that Johnny Dang. I mean, you telling me niggas is getting mad diamonds flush, but they're going to put it on an 18 karat or a 14 karat gold? Why not get the best gold?
Right.
You already paying, I don't know how much you paying. You
For all the
paying
diamonds.
crazy money.
Right, because now you,
And for the diamonds, but you
diamond
gotta,
grills now.
the gold got to be good too.
Right.
So, you know, but they you know, they capitalized though.
Do you consult with other people in the game?
Not really. I wasn't like, it was really private for us. Like, I was the only one touching the wax ups. Like, if I let you do the wax ups, that means you could go ahead and do your shit now.
Right.
I mean, in my team, you know, unless it's my brother, it was my brother, you know.
Right.
But, you know, somebody else will do something else. You could do some finishing. Do some finishing. You could take the molds. You can, after the teeth is clean, I had, you know, my right-hand man. He does the, you know, I'm sticking with the, because the shit got to be right, too. The wax up ain't no joke. Like, bro, that shit got to be, you know what I'm saying? So it's a key. Like, anybody can't do that. It takes time. Like, it takes time.
Yeah, so because of that,
that
you're
was
not
my
necessarily having
job.
these conversations with people that are doing it, right? You're not necessarily like, you're like the godfather of the thing, but you're not necessarily in a position where you're kind of schooling the other.
Yeah, but now, like, I remember I'm in the ATL, the 3D machine comes out to do the pieces now. While before that, it was this OG that, he was from New York, up in Atlanta. He the one doing all the pieces for Ludacris, this, that, our shit, by hand. The boy so sharp, crazy. All the early Luda shit, he doing it.
He doing it.
And then the jewelers, you know, the jewelers is getting steady money. Now a machine come out, a 3D machine, where, you know, I remember I didn't get my face done in gold. I got my mouth done one time. I had a picture like this, and I got a piece. I gave my man the picture, and he made me a piece.
He made you
my
a
mouth,
piece of your mouth.
of my mouth with the
Right.
golds in it, all that shit, by hand.
Right.
Did that shit, crazy piece. But then it seems like right after that, people were getting their faces done. But he was the one at first, but then the 3D machine came out where they could do all of that. So they started doing all of that. All right, cool. Now, I was in Miami like a year ago, 2 years ago. They got the 3D machine now to do the gold teeth. So the jewelers, you know, because the shit, they find out the shit is hard to do to please a customer, like, because this shit got to be right.
It gotta be.
It got to fit exactly.
Right. It gotta fit
Like
like
a
your
glove.
teeth. Right.
It got to fit like a glove, for
Right,
real. So,
right.
you know, they might have that shit all bulky in the back because they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So you feel all that. So, yes, but, you know, so now they refined it. They come up with the 3D machine. Now they could do gold teeth with that 3D machine.
Right.
Yeah, the jewelers don't be playing. They've been getting that money for decades now,
technology,
bro. Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah.
Technology.
They've been getting that money for decades.
We got
Good
questions
money.
on the set?
Good money.
No, just Brian said to put a deposit down, make an appointment. Send me precious stones and crystals.
It's a bunch of these stones they be trying to get in their mouth but it's not comfortable.
Right.
A big ass diamond in the teeth, it looks nice, but then it's not comfortable because it's fucking your
right.
it's
So
fucking
right.
with your
So when you
lips.
close your mouth, you feel it
It's
in
fucking
your
with
lips.
your lips. That shit, you gotta, when you put the gold in somebody's mouth, they shouldn't even feel anything
It
extra.
should feel like a glove, like
Basically.
you said.
Yeah.
I
you said.
just want like frames. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
no
that's I
problem.
would do like the
Right,
frame.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd do
right,
like a
right,
good
right.
frame, B.
Yeah.
I'll do like
Get
a
some
good
stuff
frame.
done,
Yo, I love Eddie Gold, man. Eddie Gold's the youngest 66-year-old man that I ever spoke to in my life, man. He's one of us, man. I
I
fuck
like
with.
it.
A lot more stories.
Yeah, I know. Like, I want to talk about him about other shit outside the gold shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to run though, man. I got to go do this speech somewhere with this other thing, man.
Oh, wait.
But yo, yeah, what?
CEO Mook wants to know who won Sneaker Wars.
Okay, I think you won today, because I never seen them shits before in my life.
I got them in the summertime.
Look, I got
Who's
on the
that?
regular. I got on the regular ones.
What they looking for?
Yeah, it's a
Who got
sneaker
on the-
war. Who got the
the
best
sneaker
sneakers?
shit?
So you chose. You choose.
I keep the samba.
You keep a good samba.
I'm a
Who you
samba
vote for
guy.
out of the three of us? You got to vote. Put it back up. Put it back up.
Bad, but this shit bad.
That shit is crazy. I can't lie. You know, I keep it. I
This
keep
is
it.
different though. Like,
Yeah.
why they make them mad high? Like, for real? It's this high? It's extra high?
Yeah.
She bought
Let's
those
go.
out just for them shits,
Yeah.
man.
I know.
She bought them shits out just for it.
I don't even wear Nikes. I never wear Nikes.
You never wear Nikes.
I did got some shit from Pata. You know Pata from Europe? It's a company.
Yep.
Yeah. They
But you
had
don't-
me in their little promotion one time,
I
and I had on
won.
a Pata joint, which was Nike, but I
Uh-huh.
really don't even wear Nike. I
Another
always
win for
wear
me.
soccer shit.
You wear
Cause I kickball all the time. Yeah, it's all samba.
Yo,
Thank
you be
ladies.
pulling those
Thank you,
out,
ladies.
B. I'm
I
not.
got these in the summertime.
Yo, look.
I picked them up today, and my boo was like, "Yup, widow."
Exactly. I got to get out of here, man. Shout out to y'all for rocking
Yeah.
with us. We going to
Yes,
be
we
off
love
next
y'all.
Tuesday. We not going to do nothing for Election Day. Again, go out and vote. This is a serious election. Don't play yourself and think that just because you live in New York, you ain't got to vote. Go out and vote. Vote yes on Prop 1. We love y'all. I
Yes.
really want the sneaker wars like I do every week. That's what we telling niggas.
I won.
And we'll
CEO
see.
Mook, I won.
Mook, come on. You gassing her, Mook. We see y'all in 2 weeks.
Yes, make sure y'all follow the real Eddie Gold.
The real Eddie
Thank
Gold,
you.
B.
And check out his book, the
Yeah.
upcoming projects, and get those grills. Let's
And
go.
I'm
Documentary coming out next
I'm gonna
year.
go look up Lando packs. He said his
Yeah,
brother was
bro,
doing
Lando
that.
Gold.
Let's go
Lando
pop
Gold.
out.
Let's go pop out.
Lando Gold is mean,
Thanks
boy.
for checking us out. Love y'all.
Love
See
y'all.
in 2
Yo.
weeks.